You might want to call them cinnamon because they are on a roll. The San Jose Sharks are victorious in back-to-back nights in October. We'll have to look at that and see how long it's been since that's happened. But we'll break it all down right now here on Teal Town After Dark. And with that, I say good evening to you, even though my mic is not working. That's a lot better. All right. Good evening to you. It is October 29th, 2024. The Sharks are victorious to the Los Angeles Kings 4-2 on national television. We welcome you to this edition of Teal Town After Dark. This is your live interactive Sharks postgame. We do this after every game, so if you want to be part of the show, here's how to do it. Chat with us and fellow hockey fans all over the world and in Sharks territory on the YouTube page or the app. And of course, you want to hit us up at everything at tealtownusa.com. And if you want to support the pod, of course, hit us up at Venmo at tealtownusa, or if you're in the chat right now live, hit us up with the super chat donation. If not, leave a comment down below on what you saw from the show and tonight's game. And I gotta say, holy crap, what a night this was. Hi everyone, good to see you. Sorry for the delay, I'm trying to get all this going in for sure. Fighting off a little headache, so forgive me if I'm a little off here. The Sharks coming off of their first victory, a dramatic 4-1 come from behind victory. They were down 4-1, came back to win 5-4 in overtime against Utah, coming back to the Shark Tank, where they get some new guys up. You know, Will Smith back in the lineup tonight, but you also had Ethan Cardwell, who got the call up this morning. Well, I guess last night after the game. But his Kuhre teammates giving him some love. This is from the Sharks Twitter. The Barracuda supporting Cardsy as he's taking his rookie solo lap. Very cool to see. Hashtag Teal together, of course, on that one. But good to see Ethan Cardwell getting out there. And he was on the fourth line, so he, in a roundabout way, had an impact on this game because the fourth line was huge in this one tonight. A total team effort, no doubt about it, from this one all around. So who's getting the football helmet tonight? You know, first off, they need to get a better helmet. I mean, your team Teal, somebody needs to get a customized Teal helmet, put the Sharks logo on it, maybe the fin, I don't know. Or maybe the old screaming shark from the previous Adidas jerseys, just to get it over and everything. So, I'll be coming to you a lot tonight on the Twitter on the YouTube super chat as we get through this game. 2 wins. Is this real life? Of course, of course. Yeah, great stat here. Sharks outshot LA 8-2 in the third after getting dominated in the second period. By a wide margin. I think it was like 18-6, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to look up in my stat sheet in this one. Steve Rector, anyone else catch when the ESPN commentator said that the coach wore so in pregame, optimistic about that Celebrini return was around the corner? Yeah, I know they were talking. I mean, it was right around when Walman scored the first goal, and they were showing a lot of Celebrini just having his legs up. So hopefully it's not too bad if he's got his legs up while watching the game, but we be speculating a lot on that indeed. So Burge 7F91, you got to feel for LA sports fans. Excuse me one moment. No. The Kings couldn't score a power play goal against the worst team in the NHL and lost. Yeah, no. And the Dodgers are about to lose their next 3 games to the Yankees for a worse first week. Wishful thinking on that one. I would love that, you know. Paul, I see your comment, but yeah, no, I can't put that on there. 72 game win streak about to go crazy. Okay, let's not get crazy, people. All right, it was against Utah. It was against LA. 2 teams that are not bad. but let's be honest here. You know, Big Bird, when did Zetterlund learn to skate that fast? Right? We know he was in the weight room during the summertime. We definitely saw that throughout the summer, and he's got some power moves. Contract year, right? Just saying. Just saying. You know, Jimmy Chomps Teal, the new postgame show for us fans. Well, Jimmy, appreciate that. Appreciate the kind words. If you could do me a favor, just tell all your friends and make sure they hit the subscribe button and check us out after each and every Sharks game. R.M. Lowry, the Sharks must have watched Shoresy. The Sharks will never lose again. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Also, I heard on the broadcast tonight that Warsaw's preaching a little Ted Lasso. You know, make mine like a goldfish. You know, obviously during the losing, not this one. So, you know, did I turn into an airplane pilot? I don't know. Did I get that going? Yes. So my apologies for the mic earlier. I think I got it all fixed now. Let me just make sure. Yep, I'm good. I'm good. So apologies on that. I don't know why I'm wearing headphones. I guess it's easier for me to not hear that tonight. Jerry F. in the chat with the super chat donation. Thank you so much. Celebrating Sharks win again with my son. Good to see you and your son watching us tonight. Appreciate that on there. Pasta Pirate +4 for Walman tonight. Now, of course, we've always said, you know, oh, you don't want to get too crazy about the plus minus, but when it has that big of an impact, that's where it shows, you know. So we'll see. 18-5 in the second shots for yeah, that was the crazy one indeed on that. So as I keep going there, oh, we're already getting comments from the locker room. That is awesome. AJ, thank you, bud. From Ethan Cardwell on his debut, it's easy to work hard when it's something you enjoy doing every day. Just getting the win was good. Thought I had a solid game, so special to get that first home win. You gotta be psyched for Ethan Cardwell. He's played so well with the Barracuda last season, showing signs of it already with the Cuda this year, and the Cuda are going to be a wagon. We've told you that many times over already, but it's going to be great. And Ethan Cardwell, congrats to you. Didn't get on the score sheet tonight, but definitely made things happen indeed. Triple G 0806, good to have Goody back. He pushes the play and sets the tone. We're breaking out all the Shoresy comments here tonight. Let's set the tone. You know, we got the Zetterites. We got Zetter Dog. Yep. Well, let's continue on with some of the comments since they're coming in right now. I'm trying to build on what I'm given here and gain trust every day. Just compete and make an impact. Fourth line doesn't need to score a buttload of goals. Just keep them from scoring. Yep. As a guy who played on the third line with my junior hockey team, you just try to get the puck out of the zone at the very least to make sure that they don't have it, you know. And I know it's a small sample size, gang, but Nolanderish, Walman casually having 6 points in 2 games. It's giving Norris 5s. Walman has 6 points in 2 games. Maybe he has worth the loss of future consideration. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about what the future considerations have been doing in Detroit, but hopefully they're doing very well. So Dan Moore, thank you for that. So let's get to like a Taiga. Yo, Erik, they left you solo goon. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Carvel made the score sheet, finding her pimps. Okay, AJ, you know what I meant. Come on now. So there's that. Surprised he didn't do the gritty. I think those are only for like the overtime winners. So, but nice to see the excitement from that. So we've kind of bounced around everything. So let's. Paul Medina saying Jarek Rolson. Warlson? Yeah, we'll get on that. I get what you're saying. I get that. 3 and Hobity, nice treat on Thursday. Yep, as the Chicago Blackhawks come to town on that. So let's get back into what was happening in that. You know, Granlund was coming in with a 7-game point streak. You know, he had scored 8 points in his first 10 games, 21 the last 23. games going back to last season. Vanacek in net, Cardwell with his debut. LA's been sitting around while the Sharks had basically played Vegas, Utah. You know, they were waiting for the Sharks ever since then. You know, they were off Saturday after they beat Utah 3-2 in that one. The first period was fairly even. You know, you had the Kings taking 2 early penalties, but they killed them off. Didn't look in sync yet, but I thought the Sharks were still hanging in there when LA was getting those chances in. And granted, they had outshot LA had outshot the Sharks like 4-0 in the last 9 minutes of the first period. So, you know, you were always seeing them like, they're making things. You know, they're making their effort, and it was denied. And that's kind of what you see throughout the night is that AJ, I'll get you the link in a sec. I know you're busy. I didn't want to bug you, but Brody declined. It's all good, man. It's all good. You know, can't borrow Brody all the time, you know. And of course, well, we'll get to it. Give me a sec here. Let me get AJ in here. He can tell me how horrible my mic is and such. So, 8 were the shots after 20 minutes of play. Second period, LA was dominating. You know, as I said, it was like 18-5 in shots going for that, and it was just a crazy one there. Get you in here, but that's a nice sweatshirt, man.
Fun game.
Of course, when you're doing the Cowboys. Sorry to bug you, man, but thank you for jumping on. As I was saying about the first period, not too bad. They weathered the storm, kept them interesting. Granted, the power play stunk after those 2 early power plays, but the second period, you know, they each get a goal. You know, Walman looking like a beast gets one. You know, at 2:20 from Sturm and Grunstrom. Nice work by the fourth line there, and then you have Akil Thomas tying it up for LA just like less than a minute later. What have you liked from Walman? I mean, we talked about it earlier, 6 points in 2 games, but he's looked like a great pickup for trading away future considerations.
Well, I mean, he was a guy that I don't know if you go to a couple puck knowledges, one of the very first ones of the season, I was very up on him very early, and then he started to circle the drain a little bit, and then obviously over the last 24 hours has redeemed himself. Praise Jesus.
And we're not talking redeem Shimmick either.
No. But, I mean, again, I don't know that it's the highest bar that you need to clear with this defense, but dude is certainly putting up the points. I mean, as somebody noted earlier, a fucking +4 tonight. Hello. So
right.
He's going to get some cookies for that. But I also think it's pretty impressive that he gets that goal 2:20 into the second. And you go and look, the Sharks only had 5 shots on goal in the second period.
It's one of those weird coincidences where, you know, you don't get a lot of shots, but you get a lot of goals, and it makes it happen. Granted, there was a parade to the penalty box after that. I mean,
a parade to the penalty box?
I know, you don't say. They had been better. They had been better, you know, in the last couple of games, especially against Utah. But you know, granted, the PK came through on there because, you know, they finished up LA finishes up 0 for 6 on the power play. Now, granted, there were like a couple of ones sort of like with just a few seconds, but still 0 for 6, killed off the 2-man advantage as well.
I appreciate Pasta Pirate, but was there a comment, or it was just like, here you go?
Oh, I don't know. But Pasta Pirate,
I guess it was just, here you go. Love it. That's awesome.
Yes. Oh, Sleepy Mofo, come on now. Or people
Dude, I gotta
it's a bummer.
Dude, I mean, announced attendance 10,800, and I forget who it was on Twitter, when I called that out, just like, man, I can't. Now, 10,800, we saw that number a lot last season, but I don't quite remember last season seeing it so empty around the glass. Like, it was hella empty, like 16 rows and below, like club level and below. Holy cannoli. And somebody put, oh, well, Tuesday night and World Series. And I'm like, nobody in the fucking Bay Area gives a shit about LA versus New York game 3. And you look at that last game that they played here, 49ers were playing the same day, the Barracuda were playing the same day, and they drew 3,000 more people. So yeah, that I'm sorry, that argument ain't holding water for me.
Yeah, it was like I want to say it was like 14,000 for that Colorado game that you're talking about.
Yeah.
And it was still a decent crowd, like you said, after our Niner game. I know the Warriors were in town. The Warriors, the basketball team, Steph Curry, bang, bang. Oh,
I don't watch soccer.
He hurt his ankle. Live team coverage on both sports radio stations. And it's...
And yes, Dave, I'm just going to say this, for the 100th bajillionth time, I know plus minus is a bullshit stat. I'm just using as an example. Can we all shut the fuck up about it? I'm using it as an example.
Right, and that's
why I'm so fucking tired that any time somebody brings up plus minus to use it as an example, somebody fucking has to come along and go, oh, it's a bullshit stat. Fine, it's a bullshit stat.
It can be, but when it points out something massive like he does tonight with a plus 4,
when everybody else on the team is +1 or worse, and he's +4, it's notable.
Yeah, that's the point.
It doesn't mean it's the fucking end all be all of the fucking game.
Right.
But I'm just, God, I'm so fucking tired of people coming in and cherry picking silly shit. Just fuck.
Pat saying doesn't help that celebrating he's been out still. Yeah, of course. I mean that's the marketing.
They got to stop showing him like fucking with his tie during the every time they fucking go to him in the press box, and he's sitting here going, yep.
You could tell he's like dying to get back out on the ice.
Oh, of course.
According to NHL PR, Walman's the 4th active D-man to have 3 points in 2 consecutive days. Carlson, Pietrangelo, Ting, and the other 3. Yeah, he might be good, AJ.
Dude, prior to game 10, right? So a couple games ago, he had all of 2 points. Then what had happened was 3 assists in the 3rd period. Three apples in 1 period versus Utah. Became the 3rd defenseman in Sharks history to record 3 apples in a period, joining Wilkinson and Doug Wilson.
Yeah, both in the first year.
Yeah, then follows that with a goal and 2 assists versus LA. So 6 points in 24 hours, and Walman would join Burns and Carlson and Boyle consecutive 3-point games. That is some, last time I looked, pretty fucking good company to be in. I mean, I would say that those 3 guys, best defensemen the Sharks have ever had.
Yeah. They might be good. They might be good. Now, of course, we missed, of course, that in the second period, not only was there some chirping on the bench, and it apparently was from Zetterlund, he got an unsportsmanlike penalty, but, the Sharks were supposed to take the Hella Dudes penalty last game. Not tonight, last game when we had Shalana on, damn it. So just little, I guess, mental errors in that case. So it's frustrating to see, but at least they're trying to get better at it. 3rd period decides, of course, when my headache kicks in, to be an all-out crazy fest. Zetterlund, and I know we were talking about it just before you came on, AJ, but guy's got some wheels, and he's using it big time. I love this goal with Zetterlund and Walman and Wenberg assisting on it to make it 2-1.
The assists were gorgeous, but Zetterlund in back-to-back games of just driving the play, taking it right to the crease. How can you not love that? And again, that's another one where you're like, where did we get him from? What was that trade about? Because I feel pretty good about it right now.
Oh yeah, it's Timo Meyer for Musty Zetterlund, a Hookduke, and oh yeah, Shakir McMillan.
Yeah.
Just saying, yeah,
Dude, like, almost half of that I'm feeling okay with.
yeah.
Now, the thing I didn't feel okay about was CC just getting worked in the he goes over to help out and just like whoop, it gets that sucked, and then Laugh just burying it, tied it 2-2, and at that point I was very much like, all right, boys, here we go. Fucking 10-1, baby. Or 0-2, you know what I mean. 10-1.
No, I get you. I get you. Like 1 in 10. Yeah. Then you're like, oh. But and by the way, I'll give the flowers to Fogel. That was a nice pass on that to set up for it. So then it's starting to open up, and Toffoli finds an opening. Great keeping by Jake Walman here to keeping it from going out of the zone. It was a high risk, but it was a high reward. Gets it up to Toffoli. He gets the game winner about halfway through the third period. I mean, this might go down, AJ, as honestly the best free agent signing the Sharks have ever had. And I know that's a little crazy to say 1 month into the season, but I mean that tells you a whole lot about the Sharks free agent signings on July 1st.
Hold on, you talking about Toffoli?
Yeah.
Well, dude, you go ask Jerk. I've been talking about Toffoli since the Stadium Series in Colorado with LA. I mean,
yeah.
Toffoli, I'm a big Toffoli fan.
Yeah.
Huge. And I don't know why Ruben's knocking me for like having a beer. Yeah, I'm on the healthy kick, dude. I had a salad, grilled chicken salad earlier. I'm fine.
This balances it out because just remember, he kids because he cares.
Yeah, but the Walman pass to Toffoli, and then that dipsy dangle backhand off Toffoli. It was just like, and then you get Eklund throwing the first empty net goal for the Sharks this season, which all started with a Ferraro block. And I mean, and look, for the last 10 games, we've been doing nothing but like looking for bigger shovels to scoop shit to pile on Ferraro. So we got to give him his flowers when he would. A good 24 hours for Ferraro, calls a win, it happens, and then ends up with that to like, put the coffin nail in it for the win.
Right. So all in all, a nice night. Vitek Vanacek played pretty solid. Oh, hi, kitty. Press which one's this one?
This is the new one. This is Marble.
Oh, hi, Marble.
This seems to be so far a collection of like the previous 3 girls. She's got like the markings of Kayla. She's got the personality of Trinket. She's got unfortunately, the breath of Chip. It's not good. But other than that, she's a good egg. She's a little hard boiled, but she's good.
And there she goes. Shang mentioning Shang Payne of San Jose Hockey Now. Zetterlund says he did. Oh, come back here. Zetterlund said, "Oh Jesus! Of course it's going away. Damn it!
What did Zetterlund say, my friend?
He said, thank you for the filler. Says he didn't say anything to go to the box for misconduct. Sounds like it was assigned to him, not something he did. So Zetterlund saying wasn't me on that one. So
wait a minute, on the bench minor for talking smack.
Yeah,
I got to be honest, dude. I just automatically thought it was Warsofsky because of the game where Remenda was like, Warsofsky was warned for, bitching about not getting calls. And I'm like, okay, Wars is getting a bit of a rep and I don't care for it.
Yeah, that's not a good rep to have. And unfortunately, it's catching up because, I mean, again, 6 penalties, easily one of the worst teams to take penalties in the league right now. Now, granted, your PK is doing good work again, going 0 for 6 tonight, but you're playing with fire, dude. But, yeah. So Sharks win 4-2. Getting back to Vanacek, 26 saves, 28 shots. I thought he played fairly well. I mean, it wasn't too bad. on the.
It was, I mean, less than 30 shots on goal. Like the team in front of him was doing the job. I think the last time I was in there it was like 40 plus.
Yeah.
So they limited the shots that he was seeing. I think one thing that we need to kind of like, okay, put this on the board is Benning coming back and not getting completely fucking worked. So it's like, all right, Benning, you didn't embarrass yourself tonight. We appreciate that. I mean, let's be honest. Cardwell, I thought, I'm going to be honest, dude. I was a little shocked when I saw that Cardwell got the call, and I'm like, let me see. Graf and Cardwell, both righties, both play center, right wing, both the same age. Cardwell has almost half as many points as Graf. Why is Graf not getting the call?
Maybe going because it's going to be a fourth line spot since it's Ty Dellandria's spot that he's taking over, rather than putting Graf in a spot where he's not really accustomed to being.
You want to hear my? You want to hear my aluminum foil theory?
Break it out, but
because Graf is playing so well, and the Kuhre are playing tomorrow, they wanted to keep Graf healthy, rested. Didn't want him playing tonight. They want him to do well tomorrow because they're chasing Calgary for that number one spot in the division. So they just, Graf, we need you, bro. I'm just saying, the Sharks franchise are winning a cup this season. Might it start with the word Calder? Yes.
Do you mind it being Calder?
No.
Yeah.
I just want something silver and shiny in the Bay Area. Well, in the South Bay Area. The Giants have 3 of those over the last 15 years, and that's all fine. I want to see them in the South Bay.
Actually, it'd be nice if it was a double, but I might be pushing it this year.
A little bit.
Hey, but Christian McCaffrey's on his way back apparently, so we'll see. All right, but I digress on there. So I think that pretty much covers it all. A 4-2 Sharks win. They've won 2 in a row. Let's see. How can I annoy AJ? I know. Let me take a look at the standings. With us winning 2 games in a row, we are now just sitting out. We are just 7 points out of a playoff spot. I mean, come on.
Yeah. If anything, I have the question for you is Blackwood got back-to-back starts. His last game is 8:26. Then Vanacek comes in and does this with 9:29. How do you not start Vanacek against Chicago on Halloween?
Yeah. I
mean, if you gave Blackie back-to-back starts, you got to do the same for Vanny and see what he does with some extended work.
It's only fair. Indeed.
That's what I'm saying.
So we'll see how that goes. Chicago comes to town on Thursday, Halloween, or is it? I think they're calling it Callyween.
I don't know. I'm going to be in Santa Cruz watching a concert. I'm going to have to catch the game on Friday morning or something.
Don't worry. It's.
I got shit to do, man. It's Halloween, man. I go see a concert, wear a costume, and get some free candy.
You have a good time, and if it's Kit Kats or Nestle Crunch bars.
No, fuck that. Reese's, baby. Reese's cups all the way.
Reese's is also acceptable.
I'm always trying to get my peanut butter into somebody's chocolate, baby.
Or Reese's Pieces. I'm totally fine with that.
I know.
Chicago won the other night 5-2 over Colorado. That's interesting. So they snapped the Avalanche 5-game win streak. So looking forward to that one. That should be an interesting one indeed for that. And then of course Vancouver on Saturday for a Giants mashup night. I will see you at the tank for sure, unless I have somebody there. You got something?
Shang talking about this is last night, 5 minutes left in the game. Sharks were about to lose their 10th straight. They're now on an improbable winning streak. Walman spoke of this turn of events post-game. Maybe don't turn off the TV when the Sharks are playing.
He said that?
So. Yeah, evidently.
Oh, my God.
So it's, this is one of those rare times where we have to, we got to rely on Shang and Curtis and those guys to give us some quotes because
You're
We're
not
not going to get fuck all from ESPN, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's the tough part. With that, and man, that's the tough part about being on national television tonight. It's great to be on ESPN, but oh man, those pictures of the stands frustrate. Now I'll give them credit. It looked like
Yeah.
they were really trying not to show the full arena unless they
Yeah.
absolutely had to. But
Dude, I'm surprised. Being a national game, I'm honestly surprised that they didn't have an announcement that said, you know what, for one game, let's just all have fun. Anybody in the upper bowl, find a seat in the lower bowl that's empty and just knock yourself out.
yeah, though they check tickets now. Are you kidding me?
Oh, okay, so let me see. Okay, so they check tickets. They don't give a fuck if you get up and walk when the puck is in play. They don't give a shit if you like lean so forward your chin is like on the head of the person in front of you. But they actually check the. Okay, sure. Hold on. Let me check. I happen to have so many of these in my hand right now. Remember all these? These are the good old days. Remember
Again,
all this shit?
I love those. Remember, I
And what's funnier is the backs of them.
Fox Sports. Oh wow,
And
Cup
Cup
Crazy.
Crazy, right?
Nice. I will say, and again, no free ads. I love that Memento app. I keep bugging you about. Oh, that's pretty.
Mm.
I love that Memento app because it's just keeping track of everything, and bringing back good times indeed. But ooh,
Right.
Mike Vernon, very nice.
See?
Right before he got
And
traded.
yeah, makes me. And here's the thing: it'll get you. It's like Game B.
Oh yeah.
It's. Oh wait a minute. Hold on. How does this say preseason but Game B? That doesn't make any sense.
Maybe they did. Maybe they just added the letters for Game B. So
Oh,
yeah.
I wish they had the prices on some of these because.
Yeah.
Oh wait a minute. Hold on. What is this? Westerns. Fuck off, dude. Look at this. Western Conference quarterfinals. Stanley
first
Cup
round.
playoffs. 2000. Stanley Cup playoffs at the San Jose Arena. Section 206, row 14. I don't hate that. You know what it is? $20.
Oh jeez. Yeah.
$20. You can barely
It's-
get a beer for $20.
You can't even get a parking
Yeah.
spot for $20. Looking at
Yeah.
Ticketmaster, Saturday should be a good crowd. Bay Jaws, thank you. Yeah, it is a giveaway item too. It's Bay Area
I
Unite
checked.
Giants night.
I checked SeatGeek and StubHub 5 minutes into the start of the first. You can find tickets for tonight for $21. That's
Not
the life
horrible.
hack, everybody. That's the
Not
life
horrible.
hack. Just show up in about 15 minutes before puck drop, log in, and buy the cheapest seat in the house. Sit in that seat for the first period. Keep an eyeball, do the horse eye, look around. Second and third period, go move, man. That's the life hack. And I know people are going to be, some people might be upset for me saying that, but it's not the only sport, not the only team you can do that shit with. And the whole thing is don't be upset at it. You can't be upset at it. So do better at selling tickets.
I will never forget me and Rocket at Game 3 against Edmonton. We just sat there for the whole warm up, and I love our friend Maria Brandon, who was our great.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Handed us the paper tickets just in case we need to go to the bathroom. But
Yeah,
love her.
I remember going to regular season game. They weren't drawing well. In fact, I think it was with Rocket. We
Yeah.
went down and sat on the glass just left of the opposing bench. So what is that, like 102, 103, something like that? And sat there the entire game. Nobody said shit. In fact, there was only 3 other people that sat in that actual row.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's like, can't be mad at it, people.
No. Jimmy Chomp's Teal November 23rd will be packed. Oh, that's an understatement. And that'll be a fun one too. We'll be at the tank for sure for that one. So again, we'll be back with you on Thursday following Sharks and Blackhawks. Unless I find a makeup artist to put a puck on my forehead for a costume, that ain't gonna happen. But where was the one I saw it? Dang it, where was it? Oh, Sleepy Mofo Vanacek plays on 1031. He goes as Van Achek. He's got the jersey for the costume. There you go.
Jesus Christ.
The funny thing is I looked at my photos after I saw that, and I'm like, oh shit, he had that since opening night.
As soon as I saw it, I'm like, all right, I just want to write that one down, and I just want to be there at the sale when that one goes up and sit there and watch Paul and Mitch and Lynch and all the guys fucking fight over getting first in line to pick up that fucking jersey.
I'll be there at 4 a.m. just to see them having coffee and stuff. But love you guys. All right. So in case you missed anything and you want to be part of the show again, check us out on tealtownusa.com or your favorite podcatcher. Of course, if you're on the YouTube channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help you out. Seeing a lot of you on here tonight, and it's incredibly appreciative. Make sure you come back Thursday, no matter how bad the Sharks play. Indeed.
It's just Chicago. It's not going to be that bad.
Well,
what if the Sharks win 3 in a row?
Then we're going on a
trick
heater.
or treat, motherfuckers.
Definitely a treat. All right, AJ, your final thoughts before we get out of here.
Stop. I want another one pick. I want another number one pick. Stop this winning stuff.
Oh my God.
No, honestly, I don't care. I just want to see the guys get healthy, and I like what some of these guys are doing. If Granny, that was the one thing that I was kind of bummed about, is he didn't take it to a 5-game goal scoring streak. But you know what? Plenty of time for him to save that up and get on another heater just before the deadline, provide some values. Definitely a few guys that I'm just kind of like, yeah, I want to see that type of streaks going as we get closer to the deadline that is obviously months away. And I'm seeing, hold on, Curtis Pashelka, our man, going, people are calling the Sharks 2 straight wins a streak. Sorry to be a Debbie Downer, but it has to be at least 3 wins or losses for it to be considered a streak. Them's the rules. And you know what? Pashelka is absolutely right. It's just like a dynasty. 2 wins in 3 years, not a dynasty. It has to be a minimum of 3 up to 5 years.
Why you guys got to kill the fun? Man,
the Giants, 2010 to 2014, people try to say that wasn't a dynasty. That was absolutely a dynasty. 3 and 5 years is a dynasty.
Yeah. So, all right.
You going to the game on Thursday or Saturday?
Saturday.
What is the promotion on Saturday anyway?
It's the Giants mashup jersey.
I have not seen anything about a warm-up auction jersey. Are we not doing that this season? We already saw those Tib ones. Are they just like late to the party?
Haven't heard of it, and maybe because of everything that's been going on with warm-up jerseys, they aren't doing them as much. I mean, we didn't see everybody get a warm-up jersey for Los Tibbs.
We also didn't see all of them sell either.
Let's see. But they were also Adidas jerseys. I don't know why we keep talking like this anyway. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, are you going to the Saturday game just so you can say it?
No, I'm going early Saturday so I can take a picture with Shorthouse.
And say
Vancouver.
Okay then.
Okay.
Now
he actually let me happen. What are you okay?
You have to
are okay?
Shorthouse to do a fucking video with you that you both like. Okay, on the count of 3, we both say Vancouver. You guys got to do that.
That'd be great, but I doubt that'll happen. We'll see. And his partner is Ray Ferraro at times, so I mean, Chicken Parm's one of my favorite analysts that's not named Drew Remenda. So, all right, enough. Yes. Yes. Jimmy, I'll let you know if I do, for sure. Now I got to go make a new jersey because I'm taking inspiration from Roner Park on Instagram, making a jersey concept after every win. So all right. So thanks for watching. AJ, thanks for hopping on. Appreciate each and every one of you. We'll be back again Thursday, Halloween night, following Sharks and Blackhawks. Keep it real, keep it teal, keep it real, teal. Have a good night, everyone.